2, 1. Let's go. Okay, we're back with another condensed Go game, and today's match is a fun one. It's pretty quick, and there are mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. So hopefully watching these videos gives you a little a tip. You learn something. That's how I learned, is by watching other people play, and not just Go, other games too. It's a good way to learn. Watching how more experienced players, think through their moves and strategize and whatnot. So anyway, lots of mistakes in this one. Leads to a sneaky kill in the middle and then an early resignation. So let's just dive right in. I'm playing as black. I'm 10k up against white, who's 8k. So intermediate skill level, pretty evenly matched. I got the first move, take the upper right hand corner, and we go from there. Nothing too crazy off the bat. Fairly standard stuff here. For the first little bit. 30, 40 moves in. There we go. So this is where it starts to go sideways. White gets super aggressive with this move here at M3, because he's basically playing inside my territory, right? Like that's sort of one wall over there. I have this wall over here. So I have this implied territory in the middle, and he's in that. Like if you kind of link up the edges of these groups, either to the further stone or the closer stone, however you may link those up, he's within that, right? So the sort of the outside of my territory is something like this. He's playing inside, and there is a bit of room. He can sneak over this way or over this way, and there is room where he can possibly sneak out, but that's a pretty aggressive move. But fair enough. He doesn't want me to get this, if this whole chunk, because if I got to play there, if I played in that same spot, all of a sudden that's all mine. That's a big chunk of territory. So anyway, we put the pressure on him. I don't like this, though. I'd say that's kind of the first mistake, is even here. I should have capped him off, right? I let him come out. I just free ticket. Hey, get out of jail free card. Just keep on going, and I'm just riding it for no apparent reason. I should have come over and capped him off there and forced him this direction into, he starts laddering out this way, and then maybe I cut him off at the bottom here or something too. But mistake one, I just kind of let him ride that up to the point now where he's got this line here, he can jump over to the side of it like he just did. And hilarity ensues. So there we go. So there's the cap. He gets in. But I've given him a bit of a free ticket. Yeah, I'm threatening to cut him off. He's obviously not going to let that happen. Good job, though, in not allowing him to capture any territory down here. He's got a string of stones, but he hasn't actually captured anything, right? He doesn't have any territory other than those points that the actual stones are on. So I've managed to at least carve that corner back for myself, and this group's safe. And that's no big deal. So that's fine. And he's still in a bit of trouble, right? Because he doesn't have any eyes yet. He can probably get one here or here. So he's got one built, but he still has to kind of come up this way and frame up a bit of a base. But anyway, apparently I ignore that and focus on my own group. Okay, so then we're putting the pressure on a little bit. I like that. Aggressive again. Again, if we look at sort of the outline of this group, he is almost in that. He's just on the cusp. He's on the edge, right? If you connect this stone and this stone with a line out there, he's right on the edge, to the point where you want to try and circle him and kill that group off, right? So, but I can see what he's doing. He's threatening to go here at M7 and split my groups. He'll have 2, and then this group of 2 will be off on its own to run. Like I said, this group should be fine. We've got some eyes there. That'll live. So I respond to that. Gets aggressive again with another potential threat to cut me. He's saying, hey, I want to go here, and then this group of 2 is on its own in trouble. But then I kind of like how I handled that. I come up and say, hey, if you want to cut, sure, but then if he plays here, then I'm going to play here, and then I'm going to kill those 2 stones off. And maybe that's kind of what happens, actually. Oh no, what happened there? Okay, so interesting. So there's mistake number 2. This is a big one. I should have played here, right? At K7. Put this stone into Atari. He's got one place to go, which is here, and then I kill him off. For some reason, I was nervous of this group getting killed, I guess. I don't know. And I played up to extend that, but then that gives him the opportunity to link up. Maybe I was thinking I could still, even if he does link up, maybe I can still come around and capture 4 stones instead of 2. That must be what I was thinking there. How do I there? Yeah, so that's exactly what I thought. Because then I got aggressive with the next play. So I let him. Okay, actually, I take that back. I kind of like that. I let him connect up. He wastes another move. And now, you know, I don't know. It's not for sure, though, right? Like, how he's... Yes, he's going to push up. Yes, I let him get out. Yeah, that was a mistake. I take it back for a second time. That was a huge mistake. I should have just taken the kill. Take the kill, you know? Take the kill. Don't get too aggressive. If you can take a kill, get a few extra points, you inch ahead on the scoreboard, like that's the way to go. Don't get fancy sometimes. Just take the easy kill. Like it's like the easy pass in soccer. Like take the easy pass. Don't do anything crazy. Don't force it. Anyway. So where are we? I'm backed up a couple here. I play there to save my 1 stone. He cuts, I say sure, then I connect, he cuts, sure. Okay, so that's interesting. So we'll just take a quick pause here. So I have this bottom group right down here. That's fine, no big deal. I have this group now, which is separate, not in fantastic shape, no eyes, and I'm really gonna have to retreat out to the upper and right-hand side of the boards to live. This group is probably gonna be fine. There is a cutting point, but I can kill him off there, so that'll connect to this sort of bigger group, so that's fine. And he's got one in here that is in the most trouble out of all these groups is this one. He's got 1, 2, 3 liberties, which is not much, and no eyes, and he's got to be on the run. So keep an eye on that. But White's pretty aggressive. He's attacking me as opposed to trying to save himself. So see how that plays out. I play down here, which the computer is saying is a mistake. And I tend to agree with that. So this is mistake number 3. Computer thinks I should play, I'm just going to back up so it's not there. Computer thinks I should play here. And you can see why, because then I force this guy into a ladder. You know, he's going to eventually kind of run into my stone, actually. And he's got nowhere to go, and only 1 liberty left down here. Maybe there's something he can do with this stone and putting that into Atari, because he's got 3 liberties left. If he uses 1 to play here, then I have to respond, connect up here, but then he goes here. Oh, maybe. Actually, yeah, because then I'm down to 1. There, I go down. Yeah, then he can kill me off. So, I don't know. Maybe I can't kill this. I'm tempted to play this out. Come on, let's just play it out, right? This computer thinks I play here. But then what does White do? Probably comes up here. So this is the ladder, right? This is what would play out. But at any point, if White says, hey, I don't want to continue this ladder all the way up until I hit this black stone, I'm going to go down here and put you into Atari. So then I have to respond to that. And then what does White do? Bingo. Right there. So that's crazy. The computer's actually telling me the wrong move. So we debunked the AI in this particular match. Interesting. Because then that group's dead, right? I can't do anything. Sure, put him into Atari, but then he kills me off. Because he had enough liberties with this group to stop that ladder if he wanted to. He had a buffer of 1 or 2 plays there. So anyway, all that to say, the computer, what's telling me to play here at K is K11. That's not the right play. So I think I actually did make the right move there. So there wasn't a mistake, which means, is that mistake 2 or 3? I'm actually losing track already. Anyway, White jumps in there at the bottom, trying to put the pressure on my group, right? We got this group here, not fully connected. Maybe he can come up and cut me off. I think that's what he's trying to do. And I ignore it completely. Interesting. There is that same play just a few moves later. And now it is a little bit safer because this stone down here, whichever one it was, this one here, he can't put me into Atari because that's connected up now. So that ladder is more valid now. This one that was coming up this way. I think I can kill this group off if he doesn't do anything about it. But he does do something about it, but then I do something about that. Interesting. So we've got quite a battle. Oh, and then I just take that stone. So he's still got this group that's in trouble, right? Same group as before. It's in a bit better shape now. He's not totally boxed in. He's got room to run, but he is certainly on the run. Mind you, as it is running, this group, I should say, as it is running this direction, look what it's doing. It's wrapping around this way and trying to kill off my stones. So keep an eye on that, because we don't want that to happen. That could be how he lives, is killing off my group of 5 there. And see, that's slowly happening, right? This group is now behind enemy territories. You know, that's almost circled up. So, hey, there we go. Finally recognize this group's in danger. Got to do something. Try and sneak out. Atari. A little bit of some battles back and forth down here. Sure. I don't know. That's all seem meaningless. Oof. I think. See, now I'm cut off. I don't like how I handled that. I think that was a mistake down here. I'm going to back it up. Like even here, instead of taking that one stone, why bother? I should have played here and linked up this group to this stone, had some space to run out, maybe lived. Oof. But I didn't. I took that random stone down there for some reason. I don't know why. Then he cut me off. Sure. Put him into Atari. He runs. This is a bit of a mess down here. A couple groups are in trouble. This one of his that we originally were looking at, it's in better shape now, and it looks like my group is the one that's in some pretty serious trouble, right? This one here only has 3 liberties. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I can put some pressure on this group of 2 to connect over to here, but not looking great. Not looking great. Oof, yikes. So anyway, carrying on. This group of his, though, just point this out down here. There's a lot of stuff in limbo, right? This is all one group. And he does have at least one eye in here, but only one. And although, actually, he can take these 2 if I don't respond. Hopefully I do something about that. Anyway, maybe he can get one more eye down here, but if not, and somehow my groups live, I can kill that group off. Ooh, jumps way over the right. All right, play with this bottom corner. See, that group's in more and more trouble. The longer he's trying to survive down here, he's actually putting himself in worse, sort of a worse condition, because he's using up all his liberties. This group has less and less and less the more he's playing. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I guess he's got this kill too. Maybe, yeah, I guess he's not worried. He can play there, take those 2. And then he's fine, because and if not, if I play there instead and link those up, this group's dead in 2 moves. So I guess he recognizes that and just says, hey, I'm going to eat up as much space as I possibly can down here. And then this is a mistake on my part. Back it up 1 move there. White plays at M1. I don't do anything about it. I say, sure. And I jump up here to try and attack these 2. Meanwhile, this group only has 2 liberties. He can kill me off in 2 moves, right? So that's a mistake. Mistake 4, 5, I don't know, 7 at this point. Oof, ugly. Yeah, it kills me off, sure. I put him into Atari there, okay. Sure. This game's all over the place. Like I feel like we're both making mistakes. White's getting aggressive. Yeah, White is aggressive. He's got this little group up here, which kind of has nowhere to go. He's wrapped up. Maybe he can connect up here by killing these 2 off or something. I don't know. But this group here is kind of back in trouble again a little bit, right? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties, yeah. But he can still kill this group off pretty much at will, right? So I don't think he's worried about it. It's fine. But now I've capped him off. I've officially stopped him from connecting with another group unless he makes his kill now. Okay, just back it up. I'm going to back it up to that cap right there. So white got sloppy. We're talking another mistake here. This is mistake who knows what number. White played, he's got these couple stones here, and I can see he wants these to live, right? He doesn't want me to capture all this. So he's trying to connect up these 4 to get out this way. So what's he do? He's saying, hey, don't put me into Atari. I'm going to connect up. And that makes his position much stronger. Because if I played there, this one would be an Atari going this way. This one would be on its own. I'd have 3 stones here kind of linking up. He'd be in trouble. So he says, no, I'm going to connect up. But he ignored this group that has been kind of on a run a little bit, right? Assuming that he can kill this group off at any time. We're looking at this group that was the original group that was in the ladder up this way. He's now allowed me to officially cut it off and say, hey, I'm not letting you connect. He says, sure, whatever. We play a couple moves away from there. This is a huge mistake. I cut in. Oh yeah, how did this happen? Because his whole thing was he could kill this group off kind of at will, right? With 2 plays, 1, 2, this group is dead. But he neglected, amazing. All right, I just understood what happened. By capping this group, right here, this group is fine. This group of 3, I'm all over the place. I think I'm doing a bad job of explaining this, but here we go. This group of 3 right now is fine. Because if I go here at N11, it's no big deal. He connects up here, and he kills this group with the very next move. Doesn't matter what I do next, he kills that group off. But as soon as I cap this group of 3, if I link up, it doesn't have the liberties to live anymore. So the thing was, oh man, yeah, I took away the lifeline by capping that group. He ignores it, whatever. Now I put that group into Atari. He's only got 1 liberty left. He has to connect, otherwise my group's gonna, if I go here, I get to connect this group up, right? And it lives. That's huge. So gut reaction, he says, no, I'm not gonna let you kill that group. Connects, that's the mistake. That's the mistake that ends the game, really. Because he's trying to save these 3, but unknowingly he's connected now to a group that has only 1 liberty left. Because I've capped him finally at this point. So he's kind of let me get away with 1 down here. And with the very next move, bam, we take it. And that's the end of the game. White resigns at that point because it's over. So that was kind of a sloppy finish. Just mistake after mistake. So I don't know what the moral of this one is. Just take the easy kills. Like he could have killed that group of mine off way earlier with 2 moves, but he just got a little bit sloppy and a little bit carried away and took it for granted and ended up having to connect up to a vulnerable group and got killed off. So, I don't know. Take the easy kills, man. Just easy pass, easy kill. Just take the kill. Just mistake after mistake in this match. It was kind of all over the place. Man, because even down here now, I'm just looking at this one. White could have played here and killed this group off, and then these are in trouble. And but now, actually, if you look at this further, assuming that he doesn't get this kill over here, which he might actually, this other group that we're talking about, is in trouble. There's only 1 eye. I don't know what happens here, right? If white plays here, I go down here, white plays here. I guess I can't really do anything. Wait, that wouldn't have happened. White plays here. I'm gonna double Atari. I have to go here. White goes here, then I'm smoked. All right, then he's totally safe. So anyway, I definitely had some mistakes down there. There was like 8 mistakes in this game, big ones. So maybe that's the moral of the story. Don't make mistakes. Be perfect. Right? Be perfect. Something to strive for. Anyway, until the next one, hopefully the next game's a little cleaner, a little crisper, and we'll see you then. So, Let's go.